Hey guys, today was just such a beautiful day. I ended up going on a walk and it's super sunny, and where I live, it's the transition between, winter and spring. And so the sun's finally coming out, people are coming out, people are going on walks and taking advantage of the warm weather. And it just had me thinking that I am just so excited for all that God is going to do. And it is so important that we build up that anticipation and that we get excited for all that God is doing in our lives. Even when we don't see it, even when it feels like nothing's moving, even when it feels like every other year has felt, when we build up anticipation, it forces God to move. He always wants to make sure that we're pleased. God always wants to make sure that he's doing things in the best interest of us for our good and for his glory, right? And a lot of the times we're taught this version of God that only cares about himself and is like a stickler for the rules, and is like an all or nothing God, when in reality God is very complex but yet simple, and he cares about the little things that you care about. He delights in the little things that you delight in. And so the joy of the Lord is our strength. And that's just the verse that I was thinking about today, because it's just like when he gives you joy, it just rejuvenates you. Today, I am doing a fast, liquid only fast. I started at 7 a.m. sunrise, and I'm going to end at 7 p.m., which is sunset. And so I was like, God, there is no way I could do a fast. Like, I've never fasted from food. I'm too immature. I'm too young to do this type of fast. I'm in school right now. I have work to do. Like, what am I going to do? And he just told me he'll sustain me. He'll sustain me. And if I ever feel like I need to eat, then I can do that, but he will sustain me, right? And so I woke up early this morning, and I had something to eat before sunrise, and then after that I've just been drinking liquids, guys. And even before I did this fast, even when I eat, I get hungrier than this. Like, I am only on liquids right now, and I'm barely drinking liquids, but I'm only on liquids right now, and I'm not even hungry. Like, I have went on 2 walks, which burns a lot of calories and makes you hungry, and I haven't felt hungry. Usually when I don't eat, I get massive headaches. I haven't had a headache. Like, I am feeling rejuvenated. My skin is glowing. I feel great. And the joy of the Lord is really our strength. So if today's a sunny day, there's no reason to be beat up in your room. There's no reason to be waiting on someone to come and save you. Go outside and explore your destiny. Explore what God has for you. You would be surprised how he delights in you and how he does little cute things for you throughout the day. And I was also just reflecting on how literally a year ago, I was in high school and I was so lonely. I was so depressed. I was literally scraping for change. I was the worst I've ever been. I was so ready to graduate. Every time I went to school, I felt judged. Every time I came home, there was just a plethora of things and errands for me to do. On beautiful sunny days, I'd be like cooped up in my living room, just sitting there, just wishing somebody would text me to hang out, just wishing there would be something to do that interests me. And what I'm learning right now is I'm in university, I'm in a whole nother city, I am living the life that I literally prayed for and dreamed for. Like, I'm just trying to pinch myself to make sure this is real, because I'm just like, the imposter syndrome in me and the self-sabotage in me that wants to rise back up wants to tell me that, this is not going to last, or this is too good to be true. But the reality of it is that when you're a child of God, nothing is too good to be true. He himself is too good to be true, but yet we have him, and he chose us, and we have salvation through him. And so nothing that he gives you is too good to be true. It's something called favor. And when you have the favor of God over your life, the favor is not fair. People will look at you and wonder how you got to where you got to. People will look at you and wonder how you went from the bottom to the top. People will look at you and wonder how you went from scraping pennies to being abundant in wealth. But that is the favor of God. And so I was talking to God about how I was just sitting there, and how this summer, even though I'm working for like 3 months and I'm going to be moving again, I'm just like, the 2 months that I have that I'm going to go back to my hometown, I'm kind of nervous to go back there because it holds a lot of trauma. It holds a lot of not hard information, but it holds a lot of hard truths, hard feelings, hard emotions. But I told myself that when I go back, like, I will make the most of my time. I will no longer allow judgment, fear of being seen, trying. I will no longer allow those things to consume my day, to consume my mind, to scare me away from living my life. And just another thing that comes with adulthood is just like complete freedom, like just complete free will. When you're a minor, you're limited to doing so many things. But when you're an adult, like I can get up at 3 a.m. and go on a walk. I could book a flight right now. I could book a train to another. Like I can do whatever I want, and I'm still trying to wrap my mind around the fact that I'm free, right? And I feel like we ask for freedom so much, we beg for freedom so much, and then when we're finally standing in it, it's just so hard to comprehend. But I promised myself that this summer I'm not going to sit around waiting for somebody to save me. I'm not going to sit around waiting for somebody to be my friend. I'm not going to sit around waiting for somebody to respect my boundaries. I'm not going to sit around and wait for somebody to treat me the way that I deserve to be treated. I'm not going to sit around and wait for somebody to apologize to me. I am going to stand up and I'm going to forgive. I am going to stand up and I'm going to be my own friend. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to invite myself to my own plans, right? And when we allow our overthinking to get a hold of us and our anxiety to get a hold of us, we begin to believe that everybody's watching me if I go to the movie theaters by myself. Everybody's watching me if I sit and eat at a restaurant by myself. Everybody's watching me, and nobody is watching you. That is the most rewarding, I feel, aspect of adulthood, is that literally everybody is so wrapped up in whatever they have going on. Somebody might glance at you for a second, somebody may talk about you for 2 minutes, but after that it's next topic. People do not have time. People do not have energy to wait around and sit and talk about you. And if people do, they need to grow up. That's all I can say. If you're an adult and people are still sitting and talking about you, they need to grow up. But that has nothing to do with you. The liberty that comes with adulthood, the liberty that comes with fully stepping into who God called you to be, fully stepping into destiny, fully walking into obedience, it's unmatched, it's unexplainable. It is truly the most freeing freedom that I've ever experienced. And I refuse to allow this spirit of, oh, I need to be saved. Somebody needs to come and save me. Self-wallowing, self-pity. I refuse to allow that spirit to take a hold of me this summer. It's not about being outside. It's not about, going to every single event. It's about doing the things that, taking the time to do things that make me happy. Something that I really wanted to do all summer was go on road trips. And I could drive and there was a car available to me, but I was waiting for somebody to invite me. I was waiting for somebody to want to go with me. And every time I texted people, there was an excuse after excuse after excuse. And in my heart of hearts, I knew that person simply didn't want to be around me, but I tried to almost change the way that I was in order to fit this image of myself that I thought this person wanted me to be in order for them to value me. And I'm done doing that. If I wake up one day and I'm like, I really want to go on a road trip, I'm going to get into my car and go on a 2-hour road trip to a small town. I'm going to get into my car and go to the beach. I'm going to get into my car and go watch that movie by myself. You do not have to wait for anybody in order for you to start living out your freedom. You do not have to wait for anybody in order for you to start doing the things you love. Do the things you love right now and those people will come. If you're very interested in playing a new instrument, you don't have to wait for anybody to buy you that instrument, to hear you play. You go do that for yourself. Something that I'm very interested in is I'm interested in nature. I'm interested in different cultures. Some people are not interested in the same thing. I need to get up myself and go explore those different cultures. I need to get up myself and go to nature reserves and take pictures of yourself and have fun. And if people stare at you, it's 2 seconds. Oh, well, right? But I'm trying to learn to let go of that fear of being seen. You have one life to live, and it is so cliche, but you really have no clue when that life might be taken from you. And that's not to say that you need to operate out of a spirit of fear, but go live your life. Literally go live your life. I remember a time I had nothing to show for my life, and that's because I was holding myself back, waiting for somebody to value me, waiting for somebody to be my friend, waiting for somebody to have the same interests as me, waiting for somebody to treat me with respect. God told me, I'm not giving you your friends, I'm not giving you your valued relationships until you learn to treat yourself that way, so that you have a standard, so that you have an expectation, so that you know what to look for in a relationship, in a friendship, so that you know what to look for. If I just give you these friends, how do you know what to expect? How do you know what your standards are? You need to set that standard for yourself first, and those friends will come. The relationship will come. The repaired relationships, I declare and decree, with your family members will be fixed and mended, God. Thank you for everything you've done for us. And remember to stay faithful and remember to stay grateful, right? Because it's only because of him that we have life right now and that we get to experience it in full abundance.